Riders, it's Josh from Cyclehunters.com, and today we are checking out a very, very sweet 2013 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R. Very, very good looking bike. Gotta love that black and green. That is sharp. Yes, very cool. Okay, so some little blemishes here and there, not a ton. Overall, looking at this bike though, you can kind of just see really great shape. It's an awesome shape. Paint pretty much everywhere where you want it to be. Tank is in really nice shape. The fairings going through the whole bike, it's pretty much looking that it's been well taken care of. A little bit of some pitting on the rims. I mean, you kind of get this stuff obviously with a used machine. There's a little nick right there. That's the kind of stuff that you're gonna wind up seeing on this bike. Not a whole lot. On the shroud for the exhaust, there's little paint chips. Same thing with the tips of the exhaust. I mean, that stuff is very common. But as far as the overall, there's a tiniest little one right there. Overall, looking at the ZX14, it is really overall in great shape. Green and the black, that really stands out. Something real sharp looking. So this is what you would call the hyper bike. Super bikes are generally known as 1000 cc's. The 600s are known as the super sport. The Hayabusa, the ZX14, the Honda Blackbirds, they're all basically your hyper bikes. You know, the Ninja H2Rs, all that kind of stuff. These things are, you can use them in many different configurations. Some guys stretch them out on the rear, leave them in stock like this. Some folks even get what they call Healy bars, so that you can raise the bars up and down and put bags and things on it and tour with them. You can see this one has the seat cowl on the back, and there is the rest of the seat underneath there. You just have to pop that off and unscrew it, and you can take it off and then have a passenger that quickly. But it's just kind of cool because it does have that solo seat cowl on it, so it gives it that extra racy look. So getting into this thing, you know, again, the paint's really in great shape. There's some of this pitting a little bit on these rims, but not a total loss here. A couple little things. Most of this stuff is to be expected though, and it's very typical. See the bar ends, really good shape. Same thing with the mirrors. This bike also has the frame sliders on it. But other than, like, you know, some of these little nicks, a couple chips, a couple of the issues with the pitting on the wheels, that's really it. Not much you got to worry about. This also has the cell phone holder on here. You can get the mount for that swivels. So let's turn this thing on here. Here we go. 12,036 miles. Not a whole lot. Let's see if we can see the, there we go. Now this has the integrated light. You can see how it's nice and sleek, stuck next to the body. Same thing in the rear. You don't have the big stalks hanging off of it. Your left rear, go right rear, go right front. Not sure if we can do high beams or not. I think the bike has to be on for that stuff, yeah. So we'll turn it on here. Now, since this is a fully stock bike, she's not going to be that loud. But if you so decide to get some aftermarket exhaust for it, you can definitely remedy that situation pretty quickly. Which we do those things. Adding pipes and things on if you would like. So it looks like the high beam's on here. And let's see, oh, here it is. Low beam, high beam. And we'll do the foot brake. Hand brake. It's one snappy motor. Sounds like a Cowie. Now this bike also has the ABS, which is really great. The KTRC. You can choose with some modes. So I don't know if it has to be on for that, but we can check. So you can get a couple of different things. Battery, temperature, your mile per gallon range. Yeah, you can see how you can have your modes. Power mode. You can adjust that kind of stuff. Most of the time it's there for you know, to attenuate the power a little bit, especially if it's like a rainy day. You don't need all the pure brutal strength of the ZX14 on a rainy ride. Boy, it's just a gorgeous looking machine, isn't it? Love them. So if you are digging the 2013 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R, want to give us a call at 717-273-1809. Full list of inventory. It's on our website at www.cyclehunters.com. You can send us an email at cyclehunters@gmail.com. We have financing available. We can ship bikes. We can deliver them. We can do aftermarket stuff. We fully service, inspect every machine. This one has the battery tender on it somewhere, I know. It might be tucked underneath the seat because it got nice and cleaned. But we have a 48-point checklist that we use to service every one of these bikes that we sell, so that when you get it, each bike's as close to 100% as to what it was when it was brand new. So it's as best as we can make it. When you get it, you just thumb the starter and just get going down the road with a big smile, which that's really what it's all about. You know, oil filter, those are basic things for us. Tires on this are in really great shape. You can see a lot of rubber. Same with the front. So you'd be getting a really nice machine. There is no doubt about it. Gorgeous bike. Sharp machine for sure. So until the next ride, happy riding.